still considered a newbie because I'm still in my rookie year of YouTube. Yep, Kim here with the BookTube Newbie Tag 2.0. I didn't know I was that passionate about it. I was tagged by Steph over at Steph's Rom Book Talk to do the BookTube Newbie Tag 2.0. This basically takes the BookTube Newbie Tag to a whole new level. If this is your first time here, welcome to me and my books. I talk about books at least weekly, so consider subscribing if you like books or just crazy people talking about them. I did the BookTube Newbie Tag some time ago when I first started my channel last year. It's embarrassing. You can go find it if you want. I'm not gonna link it because it was terrible. I do sing though, so there's that. This tag was originally created by Michael S. Dutch. Did I say that right? Oh, please forgive me if I mispronounced that. I'll leave a linky link to his video down there along with Steph's, and here we go. Question 1. What genres would you like to see talked about more on BookTube? Middle grade, middle grade, middle grade, middle grade, and some middle grade and classics. I feel like just not enough people talk about the books that kind of got us all started, and there are some of us that are reading them. I know a few people that talk about them, but I just would like to see more people reading and talking about middle grade books. Like, they're so much fun and great, and people keep getting annoyed that there's always like an unnecessary romance in a book, and that very rarely happens in middle grade. I'm just saying. I'd like to see a lot more indie books talked about, but I know that that's kind of sort of a pipe dream since reasons, but I know that more and more people are trying, and that's really great. Neat. Question 2. What do you feel is the best way to make friends on BookTube? My first instinct would be to say the comments section, both replying to comments on your video and commenting on other people's videos. Don't like sub for sub though. Like, don't be that guy. Don't just say, hey, check out my channel. Nobody likes that guy. I think a really good way to go about it is to start by finding people who are reading the same types of things that you're reading. Basically, reach out, say hi, make friends, and don't just beg for people to check out your channel. That's gross. Question 3. What do you enjoy the most about making BookTube videos? I like the reading part of BookTube. I do like to read. Shocker. My favorite part of making videos is uploading the video. The moment the video goes public and I get to see how many views it gets, and I get to see the comments that I get, and I get to talk to people about what's going on in the video. I don't know, like, I really love when I have a brand new video up and I get to just sit there and watch it grow and see what it does and see how people like it and kind of see where it takes me in my channel. Like, I like that kind of experimentation part of it to see, okay, what's gonna happen if I do this? And then I do the thing and I get to see what happens. The community within BookTube is so amazing and wonderful and friendly and warm and welcoming and just overall great that talking to any of you is just such a delight that I really love just hanging out with you guys. So I think actually publishing the video and hanging out with my cool BookTube friends, that's definitely my favorite part. Question 4. What do you least look forward to when making BookTube videos? Putting on makeup. I'm not kidding, that's the only part I don't like about making videos, is putting on makeup. I have to put makeup on for videos. I feel uncomfortable not having makeup on for a video. I set standards for myself that are just really unattainable. So I have to sit there and take however long it's gonna take that day to put the stupid crap on my face so that I can sit in front of a camera and talk to my friends. Which is ridiculous because I think you guys will love me regardless of if I have makeup on or not, and so I don't know why I force that upon myself, but I do, and I hate it. That's really the only thing I don't like about making videos, is having to put makeup on first. I'm not kidding. I love everything about it, other than the makeup. Question 5. What videos other than tags, TBRs, wrap-ups, reviews, and recommendations would you want to see more of? Unpopular opinions are always a big favorite of mine. I don't know why. I don't really particularly love controversy and purposeful drama, but for whatever reasons, I feel like unpopular opinions kind of help me understand who the booktuber is a little more. I feel like I learn more about you as a person if I know what you don't like versus what you absolutely love, which sounds really weird, but you know, I don't know. When the unpopular opinions tag was going around, oh, I binged a lot of those. Whew. I also don't see a lot of themed recommendations, and I understand that kind of falls under the recommendations umbrella of types of videos, but whatever, we're going with it anyway. Before I travel, I like to do a themed book recommendation. When we went camping, I did like a wild nature adventure book recommendation thing. We went to Roswell, New Mexico, and so I did like an alien book recommendations sort of thing. I just think that more people could recommend books in different ways other than, hey, I liked this, you should read it and like it too. There are different ways to do that. So I feel like that is more helpful to people because it's like, hey, I want to read a book about dragons, and then you can find a video that says dragon books. So, you know, just hypothetically, I think I could definitely deal with seeing more of those. Question 6. What are some themes you want to see more of or less of in books? Bullying for no real reason in middle grade books, especially. Like, I can't handle that. I feel like a lot of times bullying shows up just for no reason, just to sort of be there, and I think that sends the wrong message to kids. I would love to see just more diverse things. I would love to see, you know, the LGBTQ stuff. I would love to see more of the own voices sorts of things, and I think next year I'm going to focus a lot more on that kind of stuff, just because there's not enough of it and there's not enough people talking about it. And I would love to see less unnecessary romance. A lot of authors feel like it has to be in there, and it really doesn't, so stop, please. Question 7. What are some of your BookTube goals? I think I mentioned some of my goals in the BookTube mid-year check-in tag. I mentioned some at the beginning of the year, just reading goals in general and things like that. My goal this year was to read more middle grade, and I've been doing really well with that. Like, it's going really great and I really love it, and I'm really glad I decided to go ahead and try that because it's so fun and so cool, and I've just fallen in love with the genre. I am hoping to try to focus more on newer sorts of things, especially newer indie books. Things that are just more relevant. Like, it's cool to read stuff that's been out for a while, but the thing is it's like nobody really cares because, like, that ship has sailed. I would like to do things that are a little more relevant, so a little just newer stuff coming out, and especially more indie book reading. Like, that's just a running all the time goal that I have. Question 8. What advice would you give to a booktuber that has just created their channel? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, I've got so many. Here we go. Make sure you reply to all the comments you can in your comment section. It really means a lot to people, and it's a really great way to form your own community. Don't read what everybody else is reading just because everybody else is reading it. That's silly and ridiculous, and it's gonna get you nowhere fast. Don't stir up drama just to stir up drama. That's just some general life advice that will probably help you all the time. Make sure you also have an audience on another sort of social media platform, just in case something super crazy happens to YouTube in general as a platform, or to your channel specifically. You want a place that you can talk to your friends and your community that's not on YouTube, just in case. It's just good sense. Yeah. Don't just beg for subscriptions. Make sure that you have content that is worth subscribing to. But still ask for a subscription at least at the end of your video, because people forget. It's important. Like, you feel like you don't have to do things like that, but you really, really do. If you're on the internet and you want someone to do something, you have to tell them what to do. It's just kind of a rule of marketing in general. People on the internet sort of have a weird ADD in that in half a second, they're totally distracted from what they were going to do. So if they're watching your video and they really like it and they think, man, I should totally subscribe, all it takes is a jump cut in editing for them to forget that thought. And then boom, you've lost a sub. Make sure at the end of your video, at the very least, if not in the first 30 seconds and at the end of your video, you're asking for them to subscribe if you want them to subscribe. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but trust me. But like I said earlier, make sure you're worth subscribing to. Don't just say subscribe because I want you to subscribe. Don't neglect SEO. Search engine optimization is what SEO stands for, and I feel like a lot of booktubers flat out ignore that stuff. Thumbnails, titles, tags, and description are very, very important on YouTube, and that's how your videos are going to be seen. Basically, that's you telling YouTube what the video is about, so YouTube knows what to do with your video. Don't just tag your video books. That will do nothing for you. Make sure that, like, the title of your video is in the tags, and make sure you've got some long form keywords, and make sure that you are putting things in your tags that people search for so that they can find your video if that's what they're looking for, so that people that are looking for you can find you. Do yourself a favor. Help YouTube help you by doing your SEO, your titles, your tags, your description, and make sure your thumbnail is clickable. Do not ignore your thumbnail. That's like the billboard for your channel, and it needs to look good. Wow, sort of went off there a little bit. Those are just a few tips. I can link to 1,000 videos on things you can do to help your channel. If you're serious about this stuff, please hit me up in the comments or on Twitter, because I can guide you to some places that are gonna just be invaluable to you. Question 9. What are some qualities or traits that you look for when it comes to watching other booktubers? Personality. 100% personality. Honestly, you can talk about any book, and if your personality is the kind of thing that I enjoy, then yes, I'm probably gonna watch all your videos and subscribe. A perfect example would be Steph, who tagged me in this video. She reads all romance books, and I don't really read romance books, but I like her as a person, so I watch all her videos because, like, I just like to hear her opinions and I like to hear about her life. I just like to generally hang out with her, and that's kind of what it's like on YouTube, is just hanging with your friends, and I consider her a friend, and our book tastes are totally different, and I don't even care. It's very simple. Just be yourself, and I am gonna watch your videos. Question 10. What is a fun fact about you or a hobby besides reading and writing that people on BookTube might not know you have? If you only watch my book videos, then you probably don't really know that much about me. But if you watch my non-book videos, then you probably know almost everything about me. I'm in local government. Does that count as a hobby? I also sing, if you didn't know that. I sing the songs. Husband and I travel a lot, and a lot of times I'm able to kind of pair that with work for writing things and for video things and yada yada yada. I don't know, what else do I do for fun? Here we go. I've announced it on Twitter, but I haven't actually said anything on the channel yet, but I was recently cast in a murder mystery dinner theater. Yeah, I'm an actor. I act. Just got this new gig, so I'm really excited about it. It's improv acting, which means there's no scripts or anything like that, which I accidentally became a professional at some time ago. That's just the direction my life went, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really excited for my new gig. Question 11 is, who do you tag? I'm going to tag 2 people because I don't think they've done this tag, and a lot of people have already done this tag, but that's who I'm going to tag. They are Travis Reads Books and RogersReads. Go to the tag if you haven't already. If you've already done it, I'm sorry. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. It's whatever. Consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. It is just more fun than a barrel of books. Oh, that was bad. Oh, jeez. Thanks for watching.